Staring at the endless road signs. It's the only place where I feel secure. And I'm not scared. Just kidding. I am. The only thing I'm not afraid of is dying. Because I'm not gonna know I'm dead. Anyways, so surprise CD package came in today. I actually had no idea I was getting another package. So I'm just as shocked as the two people in the world that know my name are as shocked. Yeah, I can speak English. I low-key hate my life, but it's chill because I have CDs, so I really can't be complaining. Imagine being someone without CDs. That's gotta suck, man. Like, that's truly gotta suck. But yeah, just got off work. Well, got off work and then came home, but I don't know why I said I just got off, like as if I speed ran getting home, but sure, whatever, you know. It is what it is. So we've got some CDs today. I actually, so this seller, I'm pretty sure I bought several things for them too. I honestly can't recall like the sellers that I main, but there's some specific guys that I keep coming back to, some specific stores, because they always got my back. And I think these guys are one of them, but I can't recall. They might be though. All right. They packaged it nicely in a little thing. Let me get these out. If I can even, oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so the first one is Secret Story by Pat Metheny. I'm a huge Pat Metheny fan. I've always loved his work. I got introduced to Pat Metheny when I was in high school because I did varsity jazz. And so my teacher had us play Pat Metheny songs. We listened to Pat Metheny songs. I remember learning the patterns of the first circle, the 22-8 pattern, oh my god, it's so rough. It's so stupid, but it's chill. Okay, next we got Martina McBride's My Heart. I have another Martina McBride album. I think it's called 11. Yeah, that's what it's called. I didn't like that one as much. I got more pop rock vibe from the album cover, and I didn't know who she was until I listened to it. And I found out she's a country singer. And I was hoping it would be like, you know, millennial core country pop rock, but it really wasn't. A lot of the songs kind of flew off my head, and that's, you know, kind of sad because I like country. But anyways, next one we got is, I think it said Basia, Basia, London, Warsaw, New York. I'm getting hella electronic vibe from this. It's a bit hard to figure out, like, is this like a solo artist or like a group? Because look at this European looking guy. Looks like a techno artist. And then look at her. Looks like she'd be like the lead singer to like a Ferocian folk band or something. All right. Next one we got is Burnt by the Sun. It's an album called Burnt by the Sun. I have hella metalcore vibe from this one. Just like look at this like picture right here of them performing. This has obviously got to be some kind of like hardcore punk or like metalcore. Okay, so I have a funny story about this one. Oh, it's in like a little case. That's cool. Wow, get rid of that. Then we've got A Great Artist by A Life Once Lost. And so this album is a djent album, but it is djent in the style of like the school of Meshuggah. So in my head, there are 3 djent schools. There is School of Meshuggah. There is School of Tesseract, and there is School of Periphery. And so if it's School of Tesseract, then actually no, it's either School of Tesseract, School of Meshuggah, or School of Textures. And Textures is a metalcore gent band. That's what separates them from these two. Meshuggah just basically like invented gent on accident, and Tesseract is like the lush atmospheric progressive metal kind of gent. And you could argue that Periphery is probably like a better spot for that because of the whole like jazz fusion prog metal thing from the early 2000s. But these guys copied the School of Meshuggah a little bit too hard, and basically every song just sounds like they're copying Meshuggah, and I like that. Not a lot of people do, but I like that. All right, so the next one is First Circle by Pat Metheny Group. See, here's the issue that I have with this album. A lot of it is really filler. Forward March, Yolanda You Learn, and Praise, honestly, are not really great songs. And End of the Game, Tell It All, and If I Could just feel way too long. So it's really just the First Circle is like the only good song on here, essentially, which sucks because like the album cover is so ECM core, like there's nothing on it. All right, and then the next one is Pat Metheny's solo album Watercolors. This is a really good jazz fusion album. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Pat Metheny's a jazz fusion guitarist. Ooh, actually, here's a funny thing. You might be wondering, what's the difference between Pat Metheny and Pat Metheny Group? Not really any, because Pat Metheny and Lyle Mays both do like the songwriting for the entire group, basically. And on Watercolors, this is Pat Metheny's second album that came out, I think, a year after Bright Size Life. Like, let's look at the credits here. We got Pat Metheny on guitar, Lyle Mays on piano, Eberhard Weber on bass, and Dan Gottlieb on drums. So for Pat Metheny Group, oh, the only difference, oh, okay, yeah, so the drummer for Pat Metheny Group for the longest time was Paul Wertico. He left for a while, but then he came back before they broke up. And then we got Steve Rodby on bass. See, the difference is just like the titling, I guess, because the core members are usually the same, and towards the end of like the Pat Metheny Group, Pedro Aznar was the percussionist and the vocalist. He did a little bit of vocals, a little bit of la-da-da-da-das here and there. But yeah, it's mostly been the same people, aside from like if someone needs to get replaced. But yeah, that's the CDs for today. Let me sort them in like which ones I have listened to and which ones I haven't. So this time we got a pretty good run, I think. 4 that I did listen to and 3 that I haven't listened to. That's pretty all right. But yeah, quick work rant. Actually, I'll save this for another video.